Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in the background I have a new setup. I'm not completely done with the project yet, so I'm not going to be doing a complete room tour until that's done, but it is done enough for me to use it as a background. Now that being said, today's video is dolls I regret buying. This is a video I've wanted to do for a very long time, but I just haven't really known how I was going to execute it or really which dolls would even be in this video, because honestly any doll that I don't want I end up selling. So none of these dolls are ones that I completely regret buying, but I guess a more accurate video title for this would have been dolls that if I were to lose all my dolls I probably wouldn't rebuy, but that's not really a good title. So it is kind of dolls I regret buying, but we'll kind of get more into that in a little bit. Just know that this is an opinion video. It's totally fine if your opinion is different, but this video is made for entertainment, just kind of made to start a conversation, kind of have some fun, and I know you guys like hearing my opinions. So that being said, let's get right into the video. I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get started. Alright, so kicking off this list we have Lainey Holland, Girl of the Year 2010. The reason why Lainey is in this list is not because she's not adorable, but simply because I just don't really have much of an attachment or connection to this doll at all, which is very odd for me because growing up I always wanted a Lainey, but once I got her I just didn't really like her as much as I thought I was going to, and I always kind of figured that was because I got her used and that her head was in pretty bad condition, but in the last few months I did send her to the doll hospital, and since coming back, even though she's brand new, I still don't really like her as much as I thought that I would, but she is a Girl of the Year, so of course I'm gonna keep her. I do appreciate her, but she's just not one that I think I'd ever go out of my way to get if I didn't already have her. So next up, I thought I'd get one of the most predictable dolls out of the way, and that is Jordan, my Julie Albright doll. Now this won't be a shock to anybody who's been watching me for a while. I kind of have a reputation for not being the biggest Julie fan, but that being said, she is the first and only doll that my parents ever bought for me, so I do love her endlessly because of that, but I'm basically just sad because there were quite a few other dolls that I was considering instead of Julie at the time, and most of those dolls are now retired, where Julie is still available 10 years later. Plus, I just don't really like her that much in the first place because her hair is hard for me to keep really good condition, which is very annoying for me. Plus, I'm not a huge fan of her lined eyebrows, and overall, I'm just not really all that drawn to Julie in any way, so I kind of wish I would have picked somebody else back when I had the chance. Next up is one of my more controversial opinions, which is going to be Luciana. So I actually have two Lucianas. One's name is Troy and the other one will be customized, but I'm just not sure which one will be which yet. I don't really like either of my Lucianas, which is probably why I'm not a huge fan of Luciana in general. I also don't like her hair. I'm not really a big fan of the purple streak, and I don't like side bangs. So all in all, this doll just really didn't have much of a chance with me for me to love her, but I know that a lot of people love her, and so I had really high hopes for her, but I just haven't really felt an attachment like a lot of other people have, and I don't read her books. I haven't read most people's books, so I really don't know anything about her, and so that didn't really play a part in it. It's just the fact that I don't know, I can't get on board with Luciana. I don't really like either one of them, and I'm sad that it took me 2 chances, and still, neither one is really what I was hoping for, so that's why Luciana is here. So next, we are going to be talking about Avalon, my Tenny Grant doll. Now, if I'm being completely honest, the reason why Avalon is in this list is because I forget she exists, and by default, I forget I own her. I really don't think about Tenny at all, and honestly, I really only look at her when I'm doing all my dolls videos or I have a specific need to use her, but I don't think I would have missed her if I didn't have her, and if I could go back now, I'd probably get Z instead. I just don't really have anything good or bad to say about Tenny. She's just kind of there, and so while she's cute and I like her story, I like the fact that she's got music, there's just nothing really that keeps her above any other doll, and I really just feel at the end of the day that if I didn't have her, I probably wouldn't miss her all that much. Next up on this list, we have Luxor, my Marie Grace doll. Now honestly, she doesn't really fit into this video that well because if I didn't have her, I'd be going crazy out of my mind trying to get her because I do love Marie Grace, but the reason why she is on this list is because I wish I would have gotten Cecile instead. But again, I still love her, so I don't really think she fits in here. But I just thought I would include it just to talk about, again, how much I wish I had gotten Cecile instead. I'm not really actively looking for a Cecile anymore, but at the same time, hopefully someday one will just kind of fall into my lap, but it's not my top priority at the moment. That being said, I love Luxor. I love what I've done to her. She's a really cute custom of mine, and I'm so happy I have her. But it is kind of just something I think about a lot, is what if I had gotten Cecile instead? So that is why Luxor is on this list. Now, another doll that none of my longtime viewers are going to be surprised to see is Kit Kittredge. Now, the reason why Kit is on this list is not because she's not adorable. I absolutely love her hair. I love her freckle pattern. It's made way for all of the current dolls with freckles. Her hair is iconic, and people that don't even know really about anything about American Girl recognize her because of her hair, and she's super cute. That being said, because she is so recognizable and so popular, there are so many Kits on the secondhand market, and I kind of wish I hadn't gotten her when I did, because now I could have gotten her for so cheap, and there were so many dolls that I could have gotten instead of her back in the day that are so hard to find now. So there is a part of me that wonders what doll I would have gotten instead of Kit, like I oftentimes do with Julie, but I still love my Kit. Now this is where it gets interesting, because this is Shane, my Sage Copeland doll. Now she was in a box until about 5 minutes ago, and when I put her away, was not a huge fan of her because she kind of looks a lot like Nikki. She's not really that unique in my opinion, but pulling her out for this video, I am now like thinking everything I was thinking was wrong. I'm really drawn to her right now. I don't know if that's just because I haven't seen her in a long time or what's happening, but I actually really like Shane. So I think I might keep her out of her box for a while, use her in some more videos, and just see if I'm actually forming an attachment to her now, because I never did before. And I'm very excited about that, but the reason why I didn't originally like her was, like I said, she looked a lot like Nikki, and Nikki was my third doll ever, a doll that I'm very attached to, so I didn't really like that they copied Nikki's design, but now I'm kind of falling in love with Shane. So we'll see what happens, but I might have changed my mind even in just the course of this short video. Next up, we have Alice, my Isabel doll. Now, I'll just first and foremost recognize that there are not a lot of people that like Isabel, but I will say that she has started to grow on me since I got her. In the last 6 months or so, I've definitely started to appreciate Isabel more than I ever have before, but the reason why she's still on this list is just because she's not that memorable. Like, I don't really think about Isabel a lot, I don't really remember that I have her a lot of times, and there just was really no way for her to win once they decided on that face mold hair combination. I love her hair, it's super soft, probably one of my more favorite wigs from American Girl, but you know, if you changed her eye color to brown, she'd look exactly like Kaylee. She already looks like Lainey. If you changed her eye color to blue, she'd look like every Truly Me they've ever made. So I just don't think there was a lot of hope for her to be unique. Here is the only Truly Me on this list, and it is Lottie, my Truly Me number 27. Now this actually kills me a little bit to put her in this video because I do love her. I just honestly don't use her much because I don't like her wig. I wish her wig was textured. I wish that it was different, because the way that it is now, it's too shiny and sleek. The only thing you can really do is put it in pigtails. In one ponytail, her hair all falls out, and it's not really that cute because it's too short, so it sticks straight out of the back of her head. But if she had more textured hair or longer hair, I think I would absolutely adore her. I do plan to customize her because I love her face. I think she's the cutest thing ever, and I love her face and hair color combo, just not necessarily the hair, and unfortunately the hair is enough for me to not really use her that much and kind of wish I had gotten somebody else. And last on this list, we have Caspian, my Be Forever Caroline. Now the one and only reason why she's on this list is simply because I already had a Caroline, and the Caroline I had before I liked a lot more. I thought that because I kept my other Caroline in a box that I would use this one a lot, but I just haven't, and I don't like her as much, and I just feel like there are people out there that would appreciate her a lot more than I have, and so I'm considering selling her on eBay at some point in the near future because I just don't get a lot of use out of her. The only reason why I say I regret her is just simply because I don't use her as much as I wish I would, and I think someone else would more. That being said, she is adorable. I don't really want to customize her because I think that she's better off as a Caroline, and that, you know, Caroline's a great doll, so that's why she's here, but I absolutely love Caspian. She's adorable. Alright, well those are all the dolls I have to show you today, and my voice is completely dead and I need to stop talking or I'm going to lose it and not be able to post another video for a long time. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to leave a comment down below letting me know which doll you have that you regret buying, or if there's a doll where you wish you would have gotten a different doll instead. Not necessarily regret because, you know, if you're like me, you love all your dolls and you're ridiculously attached. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Bye guys!